see that movie Fanboys? About those guys, they're all on their way to see the Star Trek or the Star Wars prequel movie right before it came out. It's got a lot of big name actors, but Seth Rogen and that chubby guy from Balls of Fury and stuff.
See, if it's got Seth Rogen in it, I probably didn't watch it.
See, well,
Yeah, I don't exactly have a high motivation for him. He's not the most entertaining of people, in my opinion.
well, I had this movie on in the background earlier. It was on YouTube for free, so it's one of those movies. But the big crux of the movie is that like they're traveling across the country so that one of these nerds can meet a girl that he's been like having cyber relations with on the internet. And he walks into this cafe, and the girl's like, "Oh, hi, I'm 10 years old."
Oh my god.
Right? And he's like, "Oh, God." He starts screaming, I'm a pedophile. I'm a pedophile. Right? They have to drag his ass out of the coffee shop. Right? But then they just kind of like skate over that and pretend it didn't happen. But like on the way out, he's like, "It's not real sex. It was just cyber sex." I'm like, this is a 10-year-old girl. And you're saying you like, but we're just going to skip past that, go back to the Star Wars jokes.
I mean, if he didn't know...
Right? Like, I don't want to blame him because he didn't know.
matter.
He didn't know, and as soon as he found out, he was disgusted and completely stopped all contact.
And you think that would count for something, but they're very, I can't say this enough, never, ever do anything sexual on the internet. You do not know the age of that person. You will get in so much trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Don't send pictures. Don't do anything.
I love finding YouTube channels of like dads that are like pedo hunters, and so they try to Chris Hansen it. So they'll sit there and they'll message these people and find them in chat rooms and send them like photoshopped pictures like to these people, and then they arrange meetings with them, and then they just all show up with cameras
And start yelling, yeah.
and start yelling at them. And my favorite one is like this dude showed up in like a park, and the only thing that makes it my favorite is like he must work for like some sports team or something, but he showed up in this tiny car that's like half of a golf cart. Like it's a fully enclosed car thing, but it's just like one seat, and like
So at least he wasn't planning on taking her anywhere.
and like it's unlike a golf cart, like the doors are like fully closed in and like it's the weirdest little vehicle I've ever seen, and he showed up in that, and then he like has to like get back in that and then try to like drive away as they're just like, "So you thought you were meeting somebody?" No.
What's this in your backpack? A GameCube and some Mike's Hard Lemonades? A big black dildo? Huh?
Pissing on people ain't so bad now, ain't it, R. Kelly?
Let him sing.
I can't believe there's so many people that wanted to let that dude go.
People still want to let him go.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear much about Kevin Spacey anymore.
I mean,
Harvey Weinstein, I listened to this woman just really degrade his, like, penis specifically on the stand. Like, he had, he has gangrene down there, so, like, she really described how, like, that was for the public.
yeah, part of his court proceedings were, like, several women, like, talking about how mangled his dick is.
Oh,
What the hell?
And he had to sit in the courtroom and just bear it.
Oh my god, it's gotta be the best ever. Like, he's an asshole, and he's done probably not great things as the women have described it.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of sucks that he decided to hang himself after making an agreement to flip on a bunch of high-level political figures.
You're thinking of Epstein, right?
Oh, I am thinking
You are
of
thinking
Epstein.
of Epstein. I was
Epstein,
like, wait,
Weinstein,
Harvey's-
all these perverted Jews.
You know, until you just hit me with the Epstein, other
was like,
Steen,
wait.
I didn't even put together they
I
were
had to
Jewish.
think about it. I'm like, I don't.
But I guess this is why I have a skinhead convention every other
I
week.
was like, Harvey's still alive. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
I just love I just love that his court case was an entire roast. His dick.
What? Well, I told you about the Hulk Hogan court case.
Were they talking about his dick too?
Yeah.
Oh, how tiny it is?
No.
No, how big it is? Oh, wait, yeah, they couldn't...
Well, it looks really big when she's 12.
Wait, no, they couldn't do the porn thing or something like that because they didn't have an accurate measurement for his actual feel. Like no, Hulk Hogan, the character's penis is this, and my penis is this, or something like that.
So Hulk Hogan sued, was it Vox? Whatever news outlet it was that released his sex tape. Because there is a Hulk Hogan sex tape.
I could have lived my life without knowing that.
Yeah. And it got released, and it was being recorded without his knowledge. And when they released it, he sued them. And then they tried to say, well, no, you're a public figure. We're allowed to record you. You don't have an expectation of privacy because you're a public figure. To which point, his suit was, I, whatever his real name is, am not a public figure. Hulk Hogan, the character, is a public figure.
And he is hung.
Yes. And they're like, because part of the defense was the defense was trying to say, well, you can't prove Hulk Hogan isn't the one fucking her right there. And then part of the court proceedings, and his defense was, my penis is only like 5.5 inches. Hulk Hogan's penis canonically is 9 and whatever.
Canonically?
Yes, because turns out in the wrestling, they had a canonical size, which to him attesting to, he would have to stuff his pants in the WWE to make sure his dick looked bigger because Hulk Hogan's dick is bigger.
Wait, is that just headcanon?
No, that's real.
He would have to stuff his pants to make his genitals look bigger when he would do WWE matches because Hulk Hogan's dick is bigger than whatever his actual name is. And he won the case.
Just like the opposite of Burt Ward when he played Robin.
I feel like
they had
the
to
judge
tape
is
him
just sitting there
down
laughing,
so that he didn't look bigger than Alex was.
God, that reminds me of a fun fact I heard about, was it William Dafoe, that guy who played the Green Goblin on Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
That his dick is so large that he was doing a nude scene for a movie, and that it was so distracting they had to have a stunt man come in with a stunt penis that was more average size, so it didn't take up the whole screen and distract everybody. So William Dafoe, the actor's penis is really large, but the character he plays is more modestly endowed.
I was just watching, I just started, it's on HBO Max. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like a gumshoe series. So it's all like noir detective.
Is it True Detective?
No.
No? Okay. I have no idea.
It's Percy something. But he's an old noir detective. Right. And his first job is investigating this movie star guy to see if he's upholding his efficacy clause, so he's not allowed to be fucking people or anything because he's not married. And they follow this guy around and they find him in a very compromising position with another movie star where he's just got her laid out on a table full of desserts and everything naked, and she's just covered herself in them, and he's just kind of going to town on her. And then he sees the guy taking pictures of him in the house and chases after him. And I'm pretty convinced that the guy, that they put a stunt penis on him, a fake penis. Cause this fat guy is running down the road after a car with a 11-foot boner or 11-inch boner. just you get back here, you bastards. Throwing a shoe at it, and I'm like, I don't think that act is quite there.
That reminds me, Jonah Hill had a stunt cock in The Wolf on Wall Street. It was a rubber dong. I imagine it's a pair of underwear with a big rubber dong on the front. And I'm wondering how people in costume decide what size it should be. They gotta find somewhere between believable and
There was a board meeting about this. How big of a dick can we show?
Right, but then they had to be but it is Jonah Hill. And it's not skinny Jonah Hill. This was, as I remember, this was fat Jonah Hill.
Fat Jonah Hill when he was in that role. I know he fluctuates, but
I only remember. I mean, I know he lost weight as he got older, but I don't remember him ever being fat. So
Jonah Hill,
for his younger portion of his career when he did movies. He was the fat, funny kid, and like now, as he's like, I don't know, his 20s or 30s, he's lost a significant amount of weight, but he's not like he's like your average.
Yeah, I saw him thin in 21 Jump Street, but I think sometime after that he picked it back up. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a film for a while.
But he hasn't been like obese in a while, I don't think.
No,
he hasn't been like really. Actor, do you guys know the name of the actor that I'm thinking about? He's a super fat guy. He's usually a comedian. Then he got totally ripped.
Yeah, the guy from My Name's Earl.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but like,
dude
I keep
is ridiculous.
Seeing him in older films, and he's just the older the film is, the fatter he is.
Oh yeah, and then like he apparently went through 2 versions of like getting fit, because I don't know why, but a bunch of people all interviewed him like 6 months, like not even 6 months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago. Like a lot of people just interviewed him and like were bringing him on every like podcast and everything they could find just to talk to him about his story, because now he is ripped.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently like he got off drugs sort of because that was a bit like a big problem was he would just do a bunch of drugs and then eat until he couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how he got to be like 700 pounds.
Sounds familiar.
And he first took up like bicycling. And apparently he was cycling like 40 miles a day or like some ridiculous number of miles a day. And he got super skinny doing it, but he was just super skinny and sickly looking. And he hated it. And then
that's step 1, remove the fat. Step 2 is gain muscle.
Yeah, and then he hated all of it. And so eventually he started just like doing weights and everything. And now he's at the point where he's just like really ripped and everything. And people rag on him now a lot because he didn't get he got a couple of surgeries to remove a lot of skin, but he didn't remove all of it. So his arms now, even like, he's still got a lot of excess skin, and people apparently like online will post like shitty things about him or about it to him. And he's just like, I don't get why people do that. Like, do you see what the fuck I've done?
Yeah.
Because people are shitty.
Yeah.
Dude, people will rag on, like, it's very common when like an anorexic woman posts about her coming back from that and actually looking like she's gained more weight and that's filled out and she looks a lot better, but people will
actually
be like,
looks healthy.
You're a fat bitch, like, just to re-trigger that thing that caused anorexia. It's really messed up. So people are just lonely, insecure fuckers or trolls.
Well, the major problem is that there's always shitty people out there in the world, and the internet has now made them available to everybody.
Right.
So if you put any of your stuff out into the world, well, all those shitty people, they look for that stuff because they want other people to be miserable like they are. So,
as a very active internet troll, I'm feeling really triggered right now. Like, I came here to have a good time. And I'm feeling really attacked.
Or you like that one South Park season where like sometimes it's just funny to make people want to kill themselves.
But it is.
No.
I get my auto insurance through Progressive.
Your sense of humor is a loser.
The other day they send me an email. They want to send me a video just for people who are already in their service and just talking about how they're going to make their service better in the future or whatever. So like the only people who can comment on this video on their website are people who already purchased Progressive. And I go there and the very first comment, I want to bang Flo so bad.
What?
Hell yeah, brother.
No secrecy. Like, they know damn well which one of their customers put that there. And there weren't any other comments because it was all just replies to that one comment, because not very many people are checking this video. So the small handful of people that do, they got one thing on their mind.
See, I like... It's weird to me that there's always this weird reversal in internet comments. So, like, Progressive is going to have that. Like, apparently has that where it's like everybody's like, oh, man, I want to fuck this cartoon. But if you go and find some Rule 34 of, like, Flow, which I can guarantee is out there, I bet you the comment section is probably just people that have locked into something really weird in the background and are just talking about that. Like, the comment sections on Pornhub are one of the greatest gifts to God, because it's never, oh, I want to rail this chick like this so bad. It's usually like, I see like at 1 minute 24, there's this set of shoes there, And like, do you think they're hers or like a production studio person because they're like these?
You can see the name your price tool sitting on the nightstand.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
yeah.
it's the real flow.
I've never seen so many comments from president accounts as like early as George W. Bush. Like you got Obama, Trump, George W. Bush, just everyone. Joe Biden commenting on these Pornhub sites. Of course, they're not, they're just fake accounts, but still, it's just interesting how many people have made these accounts.
What was it? Ted Cruz tweeted that video of a mother watching her daughter and boyfriend.
He retweeted it. Or no. He liked it.
Right.
And
they tried to say that it was somebody like in his campaign group.
Apparently, one of his staffers didn't realize they were logged into the official page. Or his official
Who likes
account.
a porn video?
That's what everybody wanted to know. And to be, I don't know.
I want these people to know that I think they did a good job.
Well, if you don't think anybody else sees the like other than the people.
Do you think they read the comments on their videos? Are they listening to their constructive criticism?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like the avenue to make a lot of money is just to post like not porn stuff to Pornhub, or you just post some funny shit. Because one of my all-time favorite videos that I've seen, and I had to, like, Kat and I have sat there through and watched this at least a couple of times, and it's just like I don't know what the actual footage is from, but they've just taken like 4 minutes of a porn clip and just replaced all of the sound effects with Minecraft noises.
It's really good. I love that one.
It's so good. Like every time, like you could watch it 25 times in a row, and it's just funny every time.
I think like the jacking off part or the coming part was like the spider noise, like.
Oh my god!
She's giving a blowjob. It's you drinking potions. Just instead of her moaning, it's like the zombies getting hit with a sword.
And the sexy music is just background Minecraft music.
Yeah, just little lo-fi like da na na na.
Oh wow!
It's so good, and I was so sad because I was like, "Who posted this? Find the account. They haven't made more." I want them to just do that with either all Minecraft noises or just go from game to game.
I used to love those pictures, those still images of porn where they would just take it into Microsoft Paint and put clothes on people and just make them look like they're in any situation.
Yes!
Yeah.
Guy eating a giant corn cob. Yep. Dude playing guitar. Woman playing the saxophone.
Guy dribbling basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite images to share in high school. Yeah.
Oh, and there was like two women riding horseback.
Yeah.
It looks like it was hand drawn by a kindergartner.
That's what made it great. It's just like the YouTube group I used to like, Super Best Friends. They had a ridiculously large community, and a huge subscriber count. And they would share memes occasionally, but the only memes they would ever share that were made by their community weren't the high quality things of like, somebody photoshopping your face onto this other picture that looks real nice. No. It's, does it look like it was done in Microsoft Paint? Yeah. Then it apparently made them die laughing and they had to post it.
Fairly simple standards then.
Oh, yeah. Those dudes got like, it's weird because they're not like, they never got to the point of being the biggest people on YouTube, but they were so big that they're the first people that I've seen that did a mailbag that they had to shut down, and not because they started getting sent weird shit.
Just too much?
Yes. Like, they started, like, they opened a P.O. box, and they're like, oh yeah, send us stuff, yeah, whatever, but just, guys, don't go crazy. Like, seriously, if you don't have money, whatever, this is just a dumb little thing. We're going to make, like, a 20-minute video where we open stuff every week. If you want to send it, whatever. It's just we've been getting too many emails about people wanting to send us stuff. And then that turned into half their week, because they would all have to get together and then record for, like, 4 hours to open everything they got that week. And then edit it down. And then by the end, they just shut it down because they're like, dude, I don't have fucking room in my house. Like, you've sent us 96 swords. Full swords.
And gifts are cooler and everything, but at that point, like, what do you just start throwing them away? Like, what do you do?
That's what they're like, we don't know what to do with half the shit we're getting, and we're not, like, we don't want to just throw it away, because then that would be shitty to you guys, so we're just going to shut this down and just figure out what to do with the shit we have. So, sorry if you wanted to send something.
Right, yeah, because what do? Open up an eBay account and start selling it?
Like, the point where they shut it down was they got an Evangelion, like, Super Supreme, like, box set thing, which cost, like, $800.
Oh.
And then
I would feel bad at some point.
And then they were like, they legitimately tried to reach back out to that person and be like, I want to send you this back, and you can either keep it or refund it or do whatever you need to, because I don't think you're going to eat tomorrow. And then 2 weeks later, they got another one.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, no, we don't want this. Too much. So I sent you a Tesla.
Oh my God.
I was just shocked at the amount of shit that they would get every week, because I'm like, you guys aren't even like the biggest people. And I've seen other like big YouTubers open up mail, like PO boxes before, and they just didn't seem to get that amount of shit. And I'm like, oh.
Who the hell knows?
Lost their minds.
Something about what they were doing caught the attention of someone who really, really, really liked them. And maybe they did have that kind of disposable income.
Well, hopefully. To think you could have put all that money into Doge and you'd be a millionaire right now. So who are you guys going to call?
The guy in the yellow pages. Certainly, there's actually a book with each public phone, I think.